Hey guys, and welcome to the finale of Vitamin Y. And what better way to end Vitamin Y than doing what you thought I would never do? I am revealing my real life Yubel deck to you guys. So as you can see, I named it a badass name. It's called Insomnia. So cool, so cool. You know, because it's like ultimate nightmare. You know, nightmare, you can't get any sleep. Insomnia. So, we're pretty much just going to go over my real life deck. And I'm going to explain to you why I do everything in here and the combos that it does and such. So, you guys know how I like my Yubel. I love 2-1-1. That's just the way I like it. You know, make Armageddon not dead. So that's the way that I like to do it. That's the way that I do it. That's the way America does it, and that's the way Dad does. So that's how we get it done. So 2-1-1, just to make sure that even if I draw a Yubel and Armageddon Knight in Limit Reverse, be like, oh, okay, Armageddon Knight's in the other Yubel set to Limit Reverse, just to make sure that my plays are all there. So that's exactly how I run it in real life. I'm not kidding you guys. This is it. This is my real life Yubel deck. And if you guys are wondering, you know how that one Yubel deck is going to be in daily duels? Yeah, it's going to be my real life deck. So look forward to that, because that's pretty much how it's going to go down. I'm going to be facing people with my real life Yubel deck. We got 2 Doom Shaman. I love Doom Shaman. You know, I missed him in the Yubel's deck, and I'm glad to have him in my real life deck. You know, people underestimate the power of Doom Shaman. Look, they're trying to sell him for 10 cents. You know, Doom Shaman can kill. Doom Shaman kills in this deck. Like, it's not. This deck is not a Yubel deck. It's not a Yubel deck. It is a Doom Shaman. It's a Giga Shaman with Yubel tossed in it. Like, it's not like, remember when I did the Shaman King deck? It's not like that, because that was just too Doom Shaman focused. This one is like I want to say like 70% Doom Shaman, 30% Yubel. So yeah, the other one was like 90% Doom Shaman. So love the 2 Doom Shamans. You know, once again I run 2 just like the reason why I run 2 Yubels, to make sure that he's not dead. You know, because sometimes, I mean, in my opinion, Doom Shaman is the worst one to draw. Like, let's say you draw a Yubel, Armageddon Knight, and whatever, a Yubel and Armageddon Knight and stuff. You could just go Armageddon Knight, drop Doom Shaman, and then you can just revive Doom Shaman, and then Doom Shaman summon the Yubel out of your hand. But if you draw Doom Shaman Armageddon Knight, you're like, what do I send? If meaning you don't have Limit Reverse, what do I send? Do I send the other Doom Shaman? Do I send Tinker? I don't know. Like, what if I send Tinker and then Armageddon Knight dies and I never get that tribute off and he's just stuck in my hand, you know? So it's kind of hard. So in my opinion, Doom Shaman is definitely the worst one to draw, because, you know, you just rely on so much of him. I rely so much on him in my deck, in my duels. You got Tinker. You know, Tinker allows me to do synchro plays. You know, I was actually doing my friend once, and he thought I ran 3 Tinkers, because I summoned Tinker, and I sent Tinker to the graveyard so much. I was like, no, there's only 1. You only need 1, because unlike Yubel and Doom Shaman, it doesn't matter if Tinker's in your hand, because Tinker is still a monster you can summon. You know, it's not like you need Tinker and you rely on Tinker. Tinker's just that added bonus of being like, hey, now you can synchro. Hey, now you can look at the top card of your deck, put the top or bottom, keep up your consistency. You know, make sure that Void Ogre doesn't run into anything that is like Yubel or something that you can just immediately get out of your hand and negate. So Tinker is awesome, and I'm glad to have him in the deck. And you know, it just opens up my synchro plays. Triple Grepher, triple Armageddon Knight. Consistency, consistency, consistency. I know some people are just like, oh no, I don't like to run that many Greffers, you know? I love it, because I need to be consistent. As you can see, there's not a lot of monsters in the deck. I don't run a lot of monsters, so I need to get what I need to get immediately. So, triple Grepher, triple Armageddon Knight, make sure that I can send what I need to send. That's how I get it done. Alright? So, and then we got that new tech card. I know you guys saw it on SogekiKon's channel. If you ever saw his Mastering Yubel episodes, I did a segment about Summoner Monk. And I spent about 6 minutes talking about it. Summoner Monk is awesome, and I'm glad that he's in my deck now. Summoner Monk can just go off, you know? Just be like, look how many spells I run. I run 19 spells. Summoner Monk definitely has to be in this deck, because, you know, sometimes I'll just open up with Summoner Monk and just be like, Summoner Monk, pitch a spell. Armageddon Knight, drop Doom Shaman. XC, Chain, Detach, send Tinker. There we go. I'm already ready to go Synchro. Or send Yubel. There we go. I'm all ready to summon Yubel and go for Terror. So it just helps out with the consistency. I apologize that it took me so long to run them, because I was just like, I don't want to discard my spells. My spells are good. Derp, derp, derp. Get out of here. You're dumb, Daniel. Go home, Daniel. You're drunk. Because, you know, Summoner Monk can... Sometimes Summoner Monk can give you a 2-for-1 special, you know? What if... Think about this. What if Summoner Monk pitches... Rhoda? Yeah, reinforcements of the army. Oh, well, you can Rhoda for Armageddon Knight to your hand, or you can just discard the Rhoda and summon the Armageddon Knight and then exceed. So, definitely like that. I mean, most of the time, I'll summon Potawali. Like, well, I'm planning on special summoning with Summoner Monk, so Summoner Monk pitch Potawali. I'm special summoning right now. So, yeah, there you go. That's the way that I get it done. As for monsters, not a lot. But the reason why I don't need to run a lot is because, I don't go for monsters in the deck, you know? I mean, I'm not like Mermals or something. I don't need that. Pretty much just the job, get everything to the graveyard, then bring it all back and kick butt. That's pretty much it. That's why Necro Valley hurts me so bad. Like, it hurts bad when I get Necro Valley. But I'll go over that with the side deck and such. So, now, we got the spells. I know, I say the 5 staples, but in here, there's actually 6. So... And I'll explain the reason why. Alright. So, we have Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Rhoda, Foolish, Darkhole, and Book of Moon. Alright, you're probably saying, what's up with the Book of Moon? Alright, Book of Moon used to not be in there. I used to not really like Book of Moon. I was like, it's okay. The card that used to be in there was actually Zephyro, the Elite. But I actually took him out because he was messing up my plays. I was missing timing, and it was kind of like just mediocre. So I decided to take him out. Now I go off of Book of Moon. And the reason why you're probably thinking, like, well, I see that you run Supervise. How come you don't run, like, Hidden Armory and get Supervise quickly? The reason why that is because I side out in 3s. And when I mean I side out in 3s, is that whenever I side, I take out 3, I put in 3. It's always take out 3, put in 3. All the time. So... I needed something that if I ever took out Supervise, because I will side out Supervise when time comes, what could stay in there, you know? If this was Hidden Armory and I sided out Supervise, then what? Hidden Armory is just a dead card, and that would be horrible. But Book of Moon is always decent no matter what I'm going against, so it's kind of like a placeholder that can just fit. Sure, Darkhole is not really good against the top tier decks, but you know, kind of with Book of Moon, you know? They summon a Draco Sack, detach summon your tokens, you can go Book of Moon, set the Draco Sack, Darkhole. Oh yeah. So, you know, and it can just stop my opponent from doing plays that will mess me up. So, I like to have Book of Moon in here. I mean, I don't like the count, you know, Cali effect. He always gets on me, and he's just like, your spells, he thinks that, well, he believes in that your monsters should always be even, your spells should always be even, but the way that I have it right now, it's not. You can see it's odd, it's 15 to 19, but, you know, it's not much I can do. I mean, I kind of like the deck, and I always sat on 3s, you know. If there was a reliable monster that I could always rely on, like a 3rd Summoner Monk, ban list, come on, 3rd Summoner Monk to 3. I mean, he's not doing much. I mean, what, you're gonna go Summoner Monk, pitch, summon Summoner Monk, Summoner Monk, pitch, summon Summoner Monk, Summoner Monk, pitch, summon something else. Okay, would you just, what, neg 3 yourself? So, I mean, I think he can go up to 3. I mean, we got Elemental Dragons. That's my argument. Elemental Dragons exist. We have Judgment Day. I mean, you can't let me plus with triple Summoner Monk. Like, if Summoner Monk went to 3, I'd probably take out Book of Moon, because just to help my consistency. Because, you know, consistency is everything, in my opinion. And I just love consistency, so I'd probably put it up to 3. We got that double Potawali, yeah. Consistency. So if I get that crappy hand, you know, and I get a whole bunch of those cards, like Limmerverse and stuff, and they're just like, Potawali, Armageddon Knight, yes! You know, and, you know, it's another spell to pitch for a Summoner Monk, so there you go. Like Potawali, keeps me consistent, so I can't really complain. Double MST, you know, like I said in the previous video, the Yubelars, you know, there's not a lot of top tier decks that are running a lot of back row. So I decided to take out an MST, and I decided to side it in case I ever need it for, like, decks with, like, the field spells and stuff. So that's pretty much how I do it. That's the way I do it. That's the way America does it, etc., etc., etc. So, you know, Typhoon's nice, you know, get to pop a face down. I mean, if you don't like Book of Moon, then you can always put in the 3rd Typhoon, but in my opinion right now, when it comes to the meta, you don't need to main deck triple Typhoon, because, you know, sometimes it'll be like, what's a better card, Book of Moon or Typhoon? Well, like, well, if you're going up against like Elemental Dragons or something, then Book of Moon's a better card because, you know, you're not really gonna hit anything. If they're gonna break through skill you, they're gonna break through skill you. So it really doesn't even matter. So yeah, double Typhoon, and the other one is Silent. Triple Swing, triple Silent Doom. Just gotta love it. I know. You're like, oh my god, you and freaking Doom Shaman. I love Doom Shaman. You know, if it was literally just a Doom Shaman and Doom Shaman had no synergy with Yubel, then I probably wouldn't run it. But since he does and he can go off, it's like 2 roads. It's like swing Doom Shaman, summon Tinker, or swing Doom Shaman, summon Yubel, go for Terror. So it's kind of like that double play that just makes it so good, just so good. So that's the reason why. And I'm glad that Silent Doom got a reprint. The card used to be a secret rare, and I think a Gladiator's Assault, and it used to be like $20-$30 each, but now he got reprinted. It got reprinted in the structure deck, the Gemini structure deck to be specific, and now you can just summon a normal monster in defense position that cannot attack. But why do you care? Because you're either going to summon Yubel or summon Tinker. It's not usually like Doom Shaman's not going to do anything, just sit on the field, and you're just doing that just to summon. So it doesn't matter if you can't attack, because I'm planning on doing something with it. Just trying to get that effect, summoned a fiend. So that's definitely how I like to do it. Got that triple Supervise. Oh yeah, you guys remember this from the Shaman King deck. Yeah, Supervise. Love this card. You equip it to a Gemini monster and it gains its effect. And then when the face-up card in the field is sent to graveyard, you can select the normal monster in your graveyard and summon it. This card can actually select the Doom Shaman that was sent. So pretty much this is my OTK card. I've actually done it. I've actually OTK'd someone with just Supervise. I was like, swing Doom Shaman, Supervise, gives effect, summon Tinker, sing for 8. Supervise, summon Doom Shaman. Supervise, gives effect, summon Tinker, sing for 8. You know? And just went off. I think by the end I had like double Void over, double Scrap. And this was like turn 3. And just, game? So it was messed up. But you know what? If they want to be messed up, I'll be messed up too. You know, if Elemental Dragon's willing to be a dick, you know, I'll be a dick too. I'll OTK you. So definitely gotta love the Supervise. Love to OTK them. And you know, I'm glad that I have it in the deck. And once again, it's a card that you can side out. But I'll get to the side. I'll actually get to the side. All right, got that double call. Triple call, triple Emeril. Gotta get it. Look at that revival. Look at those revival cards. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 revival cards. I can summon Yubel so many times. You know what? That actually works. You know, just summoning Yubel over and over and over and over again can actually make your opponent lose resources. And you know, in the end, they just run out of resources and lose. It can happen. I mean, I try not to deck you out, but you know, in tournament, you know, you gotta play dirty, you know? You gotta just get that win. You're not there to be anybody's friend, you're there to win. So, you know, if they deck out, then, oh, well, I won. So, that's pretty much the main deck. I know you guys are like, wow, this is his real deck. Yes, it is. I mean, not gonna lie to you guys, this is my real life deck. So we're gonna do extra deck, then side. Extra deck, triple Black Drago. You know, Black Drago can go for Black Drago. So, I like to do that loop, you know? The reason why I run triple is because Radiance isn't out yet. When Radiance comes out, I'll probably drop him down to 2. But for right now, you can just go. So you can summon Terror. You have Terror in the field. You can go for Black Drago, poke for 3,000. End phase, he would be destroyed, summon Doom Shaman. Then next turn, go again. You can also go scrap Black Drago combo, or use, you know, scrap Dragon pops Black Drago, pop one of his cards, summon Doom Shaman, summon Tinker, then sync for 8 again. So, you know, it's sort of like a free pop. I mean, you're using a Black Drago, but in the end, it's kind of like a free pop because, you know, you could just go right for a Black Drago. So, in the end, your opponent negged the card while you still have a scrap in the Black Drago. So, gotta love Black Drago. He's only $1 if you're going for like the synchroing Doom Shaman deck. I definitely recommend that you put him in there because he's just good. And he has that first effect that's rarely used. Like sometimes I'll open up with like a Doom Shaman and then I'll have Doom Shaman and Tinker in the graveyard. I'll go for Black Drago and be like, Black Drago effect, send it to Gemini, pop a spell or trap. Sometimes. It's rare, but it sometimes happens. We got that double Void Ogre, you know. This deck is really good at getting cards out of the hand, you know. There's not a lot of monsters, there's a lot of spells and traps, so I can just easily set those, go for a Void Ogre, and then just, you know, negate. Like, there's actually one time where I was actually, like, I opened up, like, Doom Shaman, Grepher, Dark Monster, a Swing, and double Supervise. So I was like, discard special summon Greffer. Greffer effect, discard the Dark Sun Tinker. Swing, summon Doom Shaman. Supervise, discard the Dark Sun Tinker. Yeah, sorry I said that. Swing, summon Doom Shaman. Supervise, summon effect, summon Tinker. Synchro Void. Supervise effect, summon Doom Shaman. Supervise, summon Tinker, Synchro Void. Again. And then Doom Shaman, use on normal summon for effects. I haven't used on normal summon Tinker. Sync for, like, Stardust. Like, yeah, first turn. Greffer, Double Void, and a Stardust. No cards in hand. Yeah, that messed up. You could run triple, but in my opinion, double's enough. I mean, if I had room, I might run another one, but it's okay. You know, I mean, what's more messed up than going for double Void Ogre or triple Void Ogre? Just negate all your spells and traps. You're not playing anything, you know? So I like Void Ogre, and for a while, in Vitamin Y, I tried not to play him, and in the end, he just started being played, and I just started playing him in there, you know? Because if they want to be a jerk, I'll be a jerk. So you want to play your Shen, I'll play my Shen. And my Shen has better stats than your Shen. So, yeah, there we go. Double Scrap. The reason why I run Scrap is because Scrap can go with Black and Drago, and basically Scrap can turn your defense to an offense. You can literally have just Terra on the field, just doing nothing. Then you can just go swing, Doom Shaman, summon Tinker, sync for Scrap. Scrap, pop my card, pop your card. There you go. Then you got a Scrap Dragon and an Ultimate Nightmare, and you haven't even conducted your battle phase yet. So, there you go. So that's the reason why I run double Scrap. Like I said, if Radiance ever comes out, I'll probably drop Scrap down to 1 and keep Radiance and keep Black and Draco at 3 just because I run Supervise so much. But no. I'll probably keep Scrap at 2. I'll probably 2 Black and Draco, 2 Scrap, 1 Radiance. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the Radiance. I know Radiance will be so good. He can just go off with Terra, and it's just kind of funny and amusing how that goes off. Got that Crimson Blader. Oh yeah, he is awesome. He's a 28 beater, and when he destroys your opponent's monster by battle and sends to the graveyard, they cannot normal summon, or special summon level 5s or higher during the next turn. I'd be kicking Frog Monarch players' butt with this card. It's so funny. Like, they'll summon Treeborn, and I'll be like, Crimson Blader attack over Treeborn. And they'll be like, oh, summon Treeborn. I'm like, that's fine. And they'll be like, Tribute for Monarch. I'm like, you can't normal summon or special summon. And they're like, oh my god, that's better than Ophion. I thought I could get away with it against Evil Swarms because I can't special summon. They're like, oh, Crimson Blader said you can't normal either. So, definitely knock it down. I kill monsters like Garunixes with this card, kill elemental dragons with this card, just lock them down. So just gotta love that Crimson Blader. He's like 75 cents. Definitely recommend you pick him up. Just to, keep the higher monsters in check. Just keep it in check. And he's 28. He's over the attack barrier. It's so good. Gotta run that Tech Stardust just in case. You can summon Stardust to make sure your opponent doesn't destroy anything that you do, or you can just turn Terra into an Ultimate Nightmare with Stardust. And during your end phase, Terra will try to wipe, but you can negate with Stardust and then summon Ultimate Nightmare. Then you have an Ultimate Nightmare and a Stardust on the field. I mean, that's pretty big. Your opponent tried to Dark Hole you, I know. So, Mirror Force, Rental, that's a pretty high packing combo. The only problem with this is that, it's at the end of your turn. That's one reason why I like to go Scrap, because at least I can go, like, Scrap, Pop, Terror, Ultimate attack your face down, Scrap, attack you directly. Stardust is at the end of the turn, and since you negated Terror's wipe, your opponent will still have that monster on the field, so they might be able to utilize that. It's not a play that I do often, but the play does exist, and, Stardust isn't bad, If you can sync for 8, you can sync for Stardust. That's just how I see how it is, and just waiting for Radiance. Now we got the XCs. We got that Gem Knight Pearl. Gem Knight Pearl, he's a 26 beater. He can get over the attack barrier. Since I'm running Yubel deck, people love to go for Stardust and be like, ha ha ha, what are you gonna do now? Like, see if a Gem Knight Pearl run over your Stardust? And they're like, no, impossible! He can run over Ophion. Yeah, another problem card. So, definitely love to do that. Just run it over. Love that he's 26. Got Shockmaster. That can go into Shockmaster. There'll be a handful of times where I'll be like, summon among pitcher spell, summon, Greffer, discard special summon, Shockmaster. So it's kind of like, yeah, just first turn Shockmaster, just lock him down. You guys know how much I like Shockmaster, even though he is a jerk. Just lock him down. Make sure that they don't get in my way. If you can call monster effects against elemental dragons first turn, I almost sneezed there. Or spells against prophecy. You could pretty much lock them down at times. Okay, there was a sneeze. Bless me. Alright, so that's the reason why Shockmaster. We got Diamond Direwolf. I actually don't have a Diamond Direwolf. I'm actually borrowing my friends, but I'm not sure. might take this card out of my deck because Evil Swarms aren't seeing much play anymore. Like, this card was just basically made to go against Ophion, and that deck's not seeing much play anymore. And, you know, my side can handle that also, so, yeah. Pretty much he was just an automatic Ophion killer. You summon him. If you detach and you target Ophion, he's already targeted, so even if you activate cards like Safe Zone, he would still be destroyed. If you try to activate cards like Dress, he would still be destroyed because I've already targeted him. If you try to preemptively activate Safe Zone, I'll just destroy a Safe Zone. And if you try to preemptively activate, I think it's Dress, yeah. And if you preemptively try to activate Dress, he'll go down, Ophion will go down to 1950, and I'm at 2000, so I'll run you over. So, there we go, that's the reason why I ran him. And, now I'm not facing the deck as much, so I'll probably take him out and probably put something else in. But that's the reason why he was just in there, just to be in there. So, yeah, just to kill Ophion. We got Maestro. You guys know how much I like Maestro. He's the go-to XC. Sure, he can kill Ophion if your opponent doesn't do anything like Dress or something, you know, by setting him, because I think Ophion has like 1650 defense, so you can just set it and then run it over. The problem with that is that Maestro will still be on the field, and when Evil Storm players lose their Ophion, they like to go for Bahamut. So they'll go for Bahamut, take my Maestro, and attack me with my Maestro and Bahamut, and then instead of it being like, instead of it being a Gemini Pro, I can just simply kill, I gotta kill it twice, because it'll still have an attachment to it, so that'll kind of suck. While Direwolf, on the other hand, you know, he kills himself. He just, like, kills himself in the process since he has destroyed beast, so even if they do something Bahamut, there's nothing to take anymore, so yeah. We got that chain, you know, chain helps with the consistency, just giving that double send, you know. Be a handful of times I'll be like, discard, special summon Greffer, normal summon Armageddon, I send, make chain, detach, send, or summoner monk, pitch a spell, summon Armageddon, I send, XC for level of chain, detach, send. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1 special. I know a lot of people can't afford a level of chain, but if you can, definitely recommend that you run it in your Yubel deck, because it just speeds you up so much. Just get a card to graveyard faster and faster, faster. I'm glad that this card came out. I actually have a DT one in real life, so yeah, I know. I think the 2199 is the secret rare in the hidden arsenal, but I have the DT one, which is kind of weird because I live in Vegas and there is no duelist terminal, so yeah, I got my ways of getting it. And then we got Dagusto Emeril, yeah. I have the secret one of this from the hidden arsenal. I want a DT1, so if anybody has a DT1 and is willing to trade me or give me a rarity bump, you know, I'll pay the difference. But we'll negotiate. But I definitely want a DT1 to go with my DT chain. Like, it seems like every time I find someone with a DT Emeril, they're all like, I'll trade my DT Emeril for your DT chain, and they'll be like, oh yeah, because I totally want 2 Emerils and no chain. I'm like, no. I already have an Emeril. I just want a DT. I just want a rarity bump. So that's pretty much how it goes. I rarely use his first effect. I think I used his first effect once in a duel that wasn't even with this deck, but in real life, it's always the second effect. Targeted non-effect monster you gave it a special summon. Who's a non-effect monster you may be thinking? Doom Shaman. Yeah. So it's kind of like I get a free Doom Shaman summon. Like, I can turn a limit reverse into a swing. I can go limit reverse, summon Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk has 800 attack, so I can do that. Pitch a spell, summon a monster. XC for Emeril. Detach, summon Doom Shaman. Doom Shaman, summon Tinker, sync for 8. There we go. I just made a swing. I just made a limit reverse into a swing. So, you know, it's just another card to summon with just an XCs, and, you know, he can just summon Doom Shaman over and over again. So that's what I definitely like about him. I'm glad that he can actually. The first one, our first album, I was like, ooh, maybe. But then when I saw a non-effect monster, I'm like, well, technically he is an effect monster. He just doesn't have an effect. But when I looked at the rulings, yeah, you can summon Gemini monsters. So that's the reason why it works. I believe you guys see me do it a handful of times on like on Dev Pro and stuff and duels. So yeah, you can do it. So if you got the money to pick up Emeril, you know, in your Doom Shaman Tinker deck or whatever, definitely recommend that you run it. Alright, that's the extra deck. Whew, this is a long deck profile. Like, if you guys want to, like, pause the video, you know, stand up, stretch, you know, go get something to drink, I don't blame you, because this is long. Alright, getting into the side deck. Now, let me tell you ahead of time, I side out in 3s, always 3. To make sure that I get the card, and that's just the way I side. Alright, so first tech choice. Oh, yeah. DD Warrior. Love him, love him, love him, love him, love him. He is the man. Alright? This is the Ophion killer right here. Forget about freaking Duradark. No, because they'll just block it with like Safe Zone or something. No. DD Warrior. DD Warrior right here.
You know, they can have their Ophion. They can have their Infestation Pandemic. They can have their Safe Zone. I don't care. DD Warrior, attack, banish. It's over. Yeah. Now you're probably wondering, like, why aren't you running DD Warrior Lady? She has better stats. She has 1500. There was actually a time where I was running DD Warrior Ladies, and I summoned her, and she got bottomless, and I cried. So I was like, screw it. DD Warrior, you're 12. You're under bottomless. Run into it. I don't care. I'll take the extra 300 damage just to make sure it gets the job done. You know? Attack your Garunix. Attack your Shen. Attack your Drago Sack. You know? Just get out of the way. Banish it. But he's mostly for Evil Swarms. You know? Grand Mole is also good, but, you know, I run in 3s. I like the DD Warrior. I'd rather get it out of the way than return it to the extra deck till I can just summon it again. That'd be kind of, But, I like DD Warrior, so that's the reason why he's in there. Then you got the back row hate side of 3. So I'll take out 3 cards, and I'll side in double Royal Decree and an MST. So triple MST, a Heavy Storm, double Royal Decree, just negate. Now this side would probably go with probably taking out the Call of the Haunteds, because, you know, I'll be running Royal Decrees now, so less traps. So, I mean, Limit Reverse probably always stays in, because, you know, I'd rather have Limit Reverse there than not have it there, but Call is kind of like a luxury card. Same thing with, like, Silent Doom and Swing. So, if it's not Call, then, if it's not Supervise, then it's Call or Silent Doom, because they're kind of, I feel like those are kind of luxury cards. So, gotta get that back row hate. So, the Royal Decrees will hit them traps, while the MSTs will handle the evil spilled spells and cards like Dimensional Fissure and stuff like that. So, gotta get that back row hate. We gotta run that Fiendish Chain. Oh yeah. Wish I had breakthrough skills. I do not have breakthrough skills. Like, I need to get me some breakthrough skills, but I don't really have much money. Because this card can't negate cards like Rabbit, you know? It kind of sucks. Like, I thought it could, but it can't. And, you know, sometimes I'll go up against a Dino Rabbit deck and I need to negate Rabbit, so he won't make a dinosaur and, you know, beat me up. So, Fiendish Chain is good because you can chain down a monster that attack you and you negate its effect. And, you can negate Ophion. Yeah. So they can summon Ophion, you can activate Fiendish Chain, and sure, they can Infestation Pandemic, but at the end of the turn, you know, the chains go back on, and you can summon level 5s again, so, you know, gotta get that chain on. You can chain up a Draco Sack, and then he can be destroyed. You can chain a Fiendish Chain on a Light and Darkness, so you can be like, activate something, and Light and Darkness will negate, you can go Fiendish Chain, and then negate its effect, and then you can play your cards, so, there you go. But, I wish it was a breakthrough skill. Like, if I could afford triple breakthrough skills, I'd be running triple breakthrough skills instead of triple Fiendish Chains. So, that's the reason why it's triple chain right now. So, wouldn't lie to you. So, this is literally my real life deck, so I'm not lying to you right now. We got that Iron Permitting Wall. Yeah, Elemental Dragons in your face. Sometimes Prophecy, you know, Fate, stuff like that. You know, just hate Fate. But Imperial Iron Wall is pretty much for Elemental Dragons. Sometimes people like to side in Dimensional Fissure, and, you know, Royal Decree won't do anything against that, because, you know, people are stopped running macro as much, because, you know, you could royal that. You can't royal Dimensional Fissure, so you can put in Imperial Iron Wall. I keep on wanting to say Iron Imprisoning Wall, or Iron Imperial Wall, but it's Imperial Iron Wall. I say that card wrong all the time. But, you know, you just put those in, and then, bam! So you put the Sidles in against Elemental Dragons, and they can't get their sword on. They can't activate Gold Sarcophagus, they can't do their sword play, they can't summon as many dragons. They can still do baby dragons, which is fine, but, you know, you pretty much just lock them down hard with this card. So, definitely like this card. And then we side in Goes in Match. Goes in Match. You can only control 1 attribute. This works for 6 Samurais and Elemental Dragons. So, you know, I don't really like the 6 Samurai matchup. You know, I don't like that deck, so I need to help myself out in beating them, and let's go ahead. So, you know, I play only Darks, so, I mean, if I gotta start just Synchro Summoning for Void Ogre, then that's fine, I will. But, you know, Goes in Match, call your attribute. I call Dark. I run all Darks in my deck. All Darks. I mean, sometimes that's kind of bad, it kind of hurts, you know, Shadow Imprisoning is kind of like, oh, ouch. But, you know, if I need to, I put in the Royals against you. So, Goes in Match. I call Darks. What do you call Samurai? Earth? Okay, that's fine. There goes your Shen. Most of the time when I activate this card, they happen to have Shen, and Shen's already using the gate. So they're like, oh, I call Darks too, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna kill you, Shen. Now what do you call? And I call something different, and I'm like, I don't care, because they still can't go off, because all of them are different attributes. In the end, since I have Darks, and Shen is Dark, I think I'll Monster Reborn your Shen. I actually did that against someone. I had Ultimate Nightmare, and I killed a Shen, and I was like, Monster Reborn, since I have Dark Shen. And Shen is the cigarette is dark. Excuse me. I'm almost done. I'm starting to run out of energy, but we're almost done. And you know, I just like this card, so that's pretty much it. And it works against elemental dragons since they're all different elements. You know, they can only control one, so you can only control a blaster or a tidal or a tempest or a redox. So it's kind of hard to go really off when you can only control one attribute. So that's pretty much the deck profile of my real life Yubel deck. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys can go ahead and take this deck. You guys can go ahead and test it out. But this is my favorite version of any Yubel deck, and I really like this deck, and I'm glad that I own this deck in real life. So this is the end of Vitamin Y. I hope you guys miss it, but like I said, it's not over. It's not like you'll never see Yubel on my channel again, because once a week, like I said, daily duels. Each day is a different duel with a different deck, and one of the decks is a Yubel deck, and the Yubel deck will be my deck right here. So here we go. We're gonna see how well my deck can stack up against the meta, and see if I need to make any changes to it. You know, so I'll probably try to do matches with the deck to see if I can just side out. But that's pretty much how it's gonna go down. So I hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile, and I will see you guys in daily duels. So give this video a thumbs up, just spread the word that's like, hey, Yubel Mastery / Daily Daniel just revealed his real life Yubel deck, the thing that he never said he'd do, and he did it. So I hope that you guys think that this is a suffice for the big finale of Vitamin Y. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow with the daily duels.